The hard part about it too is, in terms of like crafty things around the map, Carl Teasy with a Lancelot can do that anywhere. And, you know, for the most part, again, not only trying to control him within the jungle, but also keeping control of the map is going to be something they want to watch out for. Granger being banned out here, this is going to be very interesting in the gold lane, man. I feel like because both gold laners don't have their picks yet, and we might even potentially see more gold laners banned out. Granger goes out, Claude, maybe the Hair?
I think Aurora have the ban Harith.
Yeah, maybe the Harith as a last ban. They'll go with the Lapu Lapu. Since those, even for Sanford, I don't know, man. Are we actually going to see Sanford on the Uranus again?
Honestly, not bad. Again, they have the Khalid as well, right? So, hey, they have the combo right now. And Aurora don't really have any shred. If they ban carry, then I think it's kind of like almost guaranteed. And then they pick up the Harith. They go Uranus last pick.
Yeah. The Uranus also allows them to do that in and out of team fights. If they end up picking something like an Alice, it's gonna be all in for sure.
They can also go Esme, right? Like, doesn't need to be Uranus. Yeah, Uranus has been amazing, but the Esme is... Oh, never mind.
They banned him out.
So they want the Uranus without the Esme on the other side now. Okay.
The Uranus Khalid, and then they just readjust their gold lane
Doesn't
pick.
this like push the Harith even more? Like, okay, we want Harith. We do not want to deal with Esmeralda.
Yeah, you have the Eve with you. You don't have to worry about high loss getting picked up here unless there's a super sudden flex by Dominkai to put that Cho Gold, which we most likely will not see. So yeah, if Aurora don't ban out the Harith, it's just gonna be a free one for Oheb.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's why I think they gotta really decide on this last ban. It's gonna be the glue.
So they are gonna go for utility jungle. That's what they're looking for.
So yeah, I think here you just pick up the
Harith.
Yeah, you can pick up Harith. Lock that in.
There we go.
So Harith locked in. Now, what does Aurora pick up for the last two picks?
Do they have something ready for this?
Gold? Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Is it just going to be like a Baksha?
Because it's gonna be fast, man.
Yeah.
If they go fighter, usually someone... Was it Ruby Gold that people would pick if they see a Harith on the other side?
There has been, yeah, like Ruby Gold.
I don't really think it's that good though. And,
Yeah, definitely it's not.
They still won't have any shred, and we know the Uranus is coming in.
Oh, this is a tough decision for Aurora. What are you gonna end up with?
Lunox Gold?
Yeah, I was thinking that because it's hard to, really hard in the mid
later on. Against the Harith!
The joy.
It has to be physical. Are they just gonna go Moscow for fighter? Back to the Freya.
He decides to go again.
Bro, TL, they can still go Uranus if they really want to, right?
Yeah.
But I think now there's also a pretty good reason to go Phobius.
Phobius.
Yeah.
Lots of dashes. You're gonna be very happy.
So it's good they held on to the XP pick.
Yeah.
And it's a Khalid heave, so you should be able to get Prio in mid, straight to rotate to XP, and then you get Prio for the Phobius, sorry.
Phobius.
Two schools of thought. Are you gonna have a frontline anchor, or are you gonna have someone that can just also be aggressive while doing it? So it's on one side you got Uranus, and on another side you have Phobius.
I think, yeah,
There you go.
Phobius makes sense, especially when that joy came through. And
This is so good for TL, dude.
yeah, this is great team composition, not only for fighting around objectives, but just like duking it out if they have to.
Yeah.
They have a lot of tools available to them, and even some comfort picks available to them. So this is, again, I just gotta say, it's gonna be hard for Aurora, especially if Demon Kite falls behind in the jungle just like he did in the previous game. I feel like that potential to punish is going to be there. Again, even with the lineup rating favoring Aurora, it's just the execution is one of the biggest things here for them to make work.
There's one thing you always have to ask when there's a joy in your lineup. Can you get that great early game, that moment that almost every joy has, where you get a double, where you get a triple, you get your items quick, and suddenly you're dancing with joy. All puns intended. But at this point, the question now needs to be answered with a definitive finality, as in this game number 3, it will be decided which one of these two advances and continues their upper bracket journey, and who will have to crawl through the lower bracket.
Can you King Kong it, man?
King Kong it.
King Kong the joy.
King Kong the joy, that's the new verb now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
It's like Kelroying the Beatrix.
Countering the Beatrix, yeah.
Beatrix. You know, with this too, I would say it's either way, I feel like it's hard to be someone cheering for the Philippines right now because you've seen this so many times and you're like, you know, you're down to one game again. And honestly, with both lineups, I could see them both working out. It's just, I think even this time it was like Demon Cuts, I gotta have something that can match the speed of a landslide. Whoa, Edward.
Really
Wow.
good save. Petrify coming down now. JP trying to deal more damage, but that is such a big win for Sanford now.
Yeah.
Because look at the wave. He's gonna deny as many as possible.
Yeah, he already denied 1 melee minion, but Light's here.
So is Demon Kite, but yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen there. Taking a look at the emblems, you can see Sanford pretty much going this full. He's got the Brave Smite, Firmness too for a little more tankiness, Festival of Blood.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fine at least in that lane matchup. He's gonna be pretty difficult to kill, and he's gonna have so many options to kind of reset, use that Infernal Pursuit. And even so, little 1v1 at jungle. I don't think Demon Kite's gonna let the same thing happen to him in this game that in game 2.
And it's not just that. It's I think Light and Yue are gonna make sure that Demon Kite does not get rooted in the jungle by this Khalid. So they're really pulling Liquid away from Demon Kite.
Whoa. Dome actually cut the wave earlier, so he's gonna look to rotate. 4v5 and Turtle 1, I think.
Well, they want to secure this if they can. Has to be a part of this fight now that he's got level 4, so it looks like they're just gonna go clearly take this.
Oh,
unless-
what happened to Edward there? Carl TZ to be jumped on by Dome Kai. Now Phantom Execution. Demon Kai still winning out directly, but Carl somehow escaping as JP gets shredded by the Freya. Demon Kai now looking for the purple buff, and this should be free as Carl has to recall, but Sanford rotates over, has the Infernal Pursuit, won't jump on Light just yet. Good damage coming down from Sanji, and they actually saved the purple buff.
Honestly, a greedy decision by Carl TZ to actually go back and try to take that turtle. And now their jungle gets pressured. He'll still be able to get it. Still could have been way worse for Liquid if they did not handle that correctly.
Not only that, would have been way worse if Roar Gaming decided to stay in that purple and then get punished. So they take the bit of a lead that they got off the objective. They get back to the lanes. And yeah, it was a good decision from Domenkite to rotate for that. You can see building in, it looks like he's going to be growing that Corrosive Scythe first, just like we saw him. But he's even got a bit of a lead now in terms of gold against Oheb, which is expected. Picks up his Corrosive Scythe now. And so you can expect that kind of rotation to continue to happen even by the next objective, which is still going to be cross side of the map. And so it's just a kind of a waiting game for Oheb to scale up, but there's a whole lot of attention up here right now.
Yeah. Erosion Scythe all ready for this Freya. Domenkite much more free this time to farm, much more comfortable. While Liquid cannot find an opening similar to their previous game. Again, Light and Yue doing really well right now for Demonkite Domen and Oheb dancing. But they both know that they're not going to get a kill there.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, again, where it's like both the teams will like to fight around the objective. Oh, JP.
Valkyrie's Descent getting him out. Raging Sandstorm though locks him down, but Oheb does not have Zaman Force, and JP's gonna be caught in a tough spot now. Oh, the turnaround! Domeng 2v1 winning it out, forcing a flicker out from JP.
Hey man, that's the power of the Valkyrie right there. No kill secured. Good thing he didn't continue to put pressure on it. Stays alive. Turtle's up now.
Oh, so much damage. Cancel on the Black Dragon for him as well, but Sanford will keep it now in front of pursuit onto the Dragon in the air. Carl looking for the angle now, jumps in all the way. That's a Phantom Execution retreat battle win for Carl. And Edward was too low. Sanford cooked him. Demon Kai, can he dash away? Sanford has the dash, and he cancels the dash. Gets the double on a Phobius.
Oh, that feels bad for Aurora. The consolation prize, Domenkite gets a little extra gold on this top tier 1 turret.
Wow.
But man, that was just kind of disconnected in the way they wanted to go. Yes, they got the Sanji to burn the flicker because of the kick coming through from Light, but then, Edward was too low to really try to contest that. They came down to the retribution. Was that also, Carl T's is going to continue doing this, man.
Bro, that was nasty, man.
Everything was going so right until now. It's led to this. No purple buff on Demonkite. They lost the last turtle. Significant progress in the tower up top. And now Liquid setting the tempo. They have to time their entries a little bit better. Light, I get why you were going for the kick, but no one else was close enough to actually try and follow up. And I think he missed that initial kick because I thought at first, like, oh, maybe he purified it. No, he's backing Flicker, Sanji.
Yeah.
So that means there was a moment where Light decided, oh, am I gonna kick? Am I not? Okay, I'll kick. Oh, but he already flickered, and then he changed the direction.
Yeah, I'm surprised he has the flicker. Don't we usually see Eves with the... I guess it depends, but yeah, Purify Flicker, but Sanji relying on that. So far, so good. Hasn't died either, so... he's been pretty good on point with the RWMs too. You can see he's got the glowing one locked in. Starlium Scythe now for Oheb, so a lot of these first items coming into play. JP sticking with the shield here, still building into his first. Probably going to go with a bit of a, like we say, Chop Suey build until his first item. Demon Kite does have the Genius Wand, which him and Yue can work in conjunction together, but so far, it's mostly just getting somewhat of a favorable fight, and that seems to be really difficult for them if, you know, they don't get that set off that they're looking for, or they don't have that space around these objectives to look for, just because of the durability that this lineup that Team Liquid has between the Phobius and even to an extent JP. And so it's a little bit more finesse, I feel like, that's needed from Aurora Gaming, because if Edward is too low,
This kid, man.
you're pushed off of this like this.
Oh, he actually uses shoulder bash onto the turtle. Now goes in.
Doming!
Skill 1 for the person coming down as Doming Kai tries to dive in, but Oheb is able to purify. Outraging Sandstorm from JP! Big furious dive, but that lockdown saved a lot of them. Sanji still able to flicker out now as Edward gets isolated and now taken very low. JP again gonna be looking for the play. Yue goes in, Sanford trying to survive. Yue able to pick up the kill as Carl goes in, but the Void Blast from Sanji should and will take Yue out.
I feel like both teams thought the fight was over, and then both mid laners were like, nope, it's not. They come through, end up capitalizing a kill. Turtle's still up, but TL definitely had the upper hand in that fight. A great set with a Raging Sandstorm from JP, and they get back to it.
Yeah, Dominic with the initiation, but after all of that, Liquid had to expend a lot of resources as Aurora Gaming will be able to get this last turtle. Unless JP miraculously steals it away, then I don't know.
No way.
No way he's gonna even try.
No way.
Good recovery by Aurora there in the end. Doming now dancing with Oheb.
1v1, 1v2, Light. Oh, the kick is off, but they're gonna go for the dive anyways. Oheb cut to bits.
Great read on the situation by Doming to push it. And Light being there meant that that's an easy take on that Harith, and that's gonna be another tower. Aurora are still in this and they're recovering.
Great take there on the turret. Skypiercer now online as well for Yue. Traction Pulse thrown out.
Sanji, no flicker, has the RWM. Can he use it in time now? Sanford trying to peel for him as Sanji goes in. The Kite's away from the back line, goes in for the RWM with Petrify, and the Furious Dive will lock on too. That's Edward now. Sacrificial lamb for the kill on Sanji, but they'll get a turret off it. Carl.
Is he gonna chase him?
I don't know. Yeah. So all that, they lose a couple bodies, man, but they went for the tier 2 turret. I'm not sure if that was completely necessary, if they had to do all that just to get the tier 2, but it does open up the map a little bit for them now that the Lord is going to be the next objective in about a minute here. So, interestingly enough, take a look at the items. You've got a Divine Glaive for Sentinel. Okay.
And all in again onto Carl Teasy with a good puncture with a Phantom Execution. Gets him out.
So many things were thrown out there. I'm surprised that Carl Teasy only just got like a little scratch.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's everything.
He's so calm, man.
Power of the Lancelot, man. He is
Power
him.
of the Brute Force Breastplate as well.
Yeah, well, that's ADR, the iframes. Light trying to find an angle, could not get it. You in trouble.
Wow, Oheb also wells the Bond Force.
I thought they would be happy with that tower.
Yeah.
I think they just want to go ahead and keep Aurora Gaming in check, saying, you know what, we will still fight if we have to. That is a Holy Crystal now picked up here for Demon Kite, so damage potential going to be pretty good now on this Joy as he's got the 2 items locked in. Light now having the Conceal available. This is what we usually see, especially as the Lord comes up. Some of these off angles if the roamers can set things up, but with the tier 1 turret still up for TL, they have a bit of a minor advantage when it comes to what they can work with. So space-wise, they'll play into that. I'm wondering how Aurora wants to approach this. Again, they forced that tier 2 earlier on. I'm not sure if they'll continue to put pressure there, why the Lord is fought for, but so far a lot of focus up here on this top side.
So I'm happy that we're getting the game that we were looking for, competitive, very close, that it all boils down to the little moments, the good things or the bad that stack up into the result that you would want to see. Good handling of the minion wave in mid by Aurora. they'll need that, because if sometimes Team Liquid they're more than happy to give up that Lord if they can just continue pushing down mid, and then as you're backing away from the Lord, they'll come back from behind you through your own purple buff side. But they're also handling the bottom side really well, meaning Oheb is stuck at bottom, trying to manage it, continuously making it 5v4, 4v5, as it's Domeng who frequently goes to the bottom lane.
But that's also one of the advantages of being on expanding rivers. You know, in a way, it's like, even on the cross side of the map,
That's true.
you're mostly fine just because you have such a wide range of this bonus to get back onto the other side of the map with that speed boost if you need it. So pretty much a stalemate right now. Neither team really having this upper hand advantage when it comes to actually securing this Lord. It's more so of a push and pull, seeing what the roamers can provide information-wise to the junglers and deciding on how they want to go with it. Again, Light might have to rely on a conceal play if he can, or a kick play, trying to get out potentially Sanji or Oheb. Even if he gets the Purify, that might be able to go ahead and help them. Now it gets the Athena shield locked in. A little more defensiveness for Light, because he's got to be the guy to start things up here.
Yeah. Both teams playing the far lane pickoff, the slow management to see if they can find an opening where it'll suddenly be a 2v1, catching off someone in the current rotation of who's gonna manage, who's gonna clear, and vice versa. But Liquid has started off this Lord. They're rushing!
Yeah, they burst out the Lord. Aurora couldn't even time it that well. They didn't know. Sanford flickers out of Jikudo. Light looking for it. Edward with a jump. No, he saves the jump. That was just beautiful. Team Liquid utilized the slow push by Domeng in favor. Oh,
Domeng.
Carl wants more. Thorn Rose doesn't land. Demon Kite with the electrifying beats.
Again, it was, I know it's a small thing, but the upper hand of having that tier 1 turret up still kind of gives you that opportunity to make plays like that with map pressure, and that's exactly what TL did. And then by the time Aurora Gaming realized, hey, they're taking the Lord, they were too late to the party, so now they have to deal with this Lord.
I was in the same mindset as Aurora. I did not expect Liquid would want to rush that.
Yeah.
But they did, and now it worked out well for them. And just like that, rug pulled under our feet. Carl TC getting dove on.
Venom execution. Back in again.
Oh!
The getting away. Raging Assassin. What a bait! Domenkai has to use the ultimate. At least it's not horrible for Aurora, despite the bait coming in. But it is kind of bad still. Lord was able to charge up top, and now the tier 2 in the mid lane has fallen. They're going to be able to go for the siege now with the Valkyries, the set still being down.
I don't know if we'll have a replay of that, but it's always great. It's always a treat to see Lancelot in the hands of Carl TZ here. He's able to just go ahead and escape so much. And, you know, again, that's why I even wondered yesterday why we didn't see Lancelot pop up in some of our games. But, you know, you're able to go ahead and avoid so much with Thorn Rose and the puncture.
Dude, Carl TZ has been baiting so much.
Yeah.
He's a master.
He is.
Really good at it. That's why he's the GOAT.
Bah.
Is that what a goat sounds like?
That's what you say, man.
I did not expect the silence to get broken by a man.
Hey.
A bleed from Naisu to cut through the silence.
That was Mirko, man. He always talks about the ghosts. Listen to the replay. This is what I was talking about, though. Look at the Carl TZ. All right? Look at the moves.
What a baiter, man.
Look at that. Oh.
The
And
master.
then the Thorn Rose. Oh, we missed the Thorn Rose.
Yeah,
Well,
the
Masterful bait. While here, Naisu, the master bleeder. Like a goat. That's
right.
what you call it, the gloat.
Right. B-L-E-A-T.
Yeah.
There you go.
But, I mean, we gotta credit JP also for saving him with the
Yeah.
Raging Sandstorm. It wasn't all the goat, it was also the goat's dad. Wait, no.
what?
No,
What are we talking about?
I mean, he calls him Daddy.
Ah.
Everyone calls him Dad JP, so yeah.
Let's get off the farm and get back to the Lands of Dawn.
Hey, man, with how Liquid are farming up the map, it still also
true.
looks like the farm here.
That's true, that's true. 20 seconds from this Lord coming up. All this, by the way, across the map has basically got them this lead they've built up. You see the base turrets still standing, but the shield's all down and everything else. Win a crown here now, too, for Sanford. This Phobius has done so well throughout the draft, providing so much of that tankiness and that front line that TL can rely on. So this is going to be a difficult one. Lord started up. They'll take their time with it, too. Look at JP's positioning. He's got the information he needs. Domeng is around the corner. I'm not sure if they're going to go for like some type of cutoff play here, but Domeng might run in to too many bodies of TL.
Yeah, but now they're showing. Instead of holding that bush, Sanji decided to show, and now that allows them to allows Aurora to recalibrate, which means Liquid will change it. Are they going to just rush it again?
I think they are, man.
Look at the zoning coming down from Sanford over on DPK. He catches, no. Electrifying Beats coming down.
Oh!
DPK wins out the retry battles. JP caught in the back. Sanji here as well, trying to cut away, but it's going to be Domeng who slices him up. Still Oheb doing a lot of damage with the Purify as well. Sanford doing the same thing now as Light comes back with the Immortality, goes over to Jikundo, and will be able to find Oheb, but he's still cutting away. He gets
down.
by, but Edward goes through them all. Sanford win a crown with the Inferno Pursuit now against everybody. Oh, Sanford!
Oh!
How did he do that? He stayed alive for so long. 18 seconds though on Carl. I think it's
That's
over.
it.
I think Aurora can end it here. They're going to take the mid turret. Do they have enough clear?
That's it.
One cannon minion, Aurora turned the tides with one team fight, and finally, they send TL down to the lower brackets.
You are not gonna fool them twice with the same tactic. You thought it would be the Stampede through the upper bracket, but it's the light shining in the end. They sent the Golden Road Dream to the lower, and it's Aurora moving forward.
Hey, man, if you want to get the Golden Road, the first team in history to be able to accomplish that, it's going to be a little bit longer of a road. You got to go to the lower bracket, TL. All right, maybe we get to see another rematch. I don't know. I know there's people out there that want to see these two teams battle it out in a best of 7, because this best of 3 was a treat in itself.